What if the coastal counties of Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle broke away to form their own state? That's an intriguing idea, and one that has actually been attempted before. So what things might unfold? Well, first is the economic impact. The new state would likely have a strong economy centered around tourism, seafood industry, shipping, and military bases. With major ports like Mobile and Pensacola, it could establish itself as a trade hub. Next, the political landscape would change. The formation of a new state would shift political representation in Congress. The remaining parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida would lose congressional seats and electoral votes, while the new state would gain them. Depending on demographics, it could lean conservative, moderate, or even create a unique political identity centered on the philosophies of Jimmy Buffett. This area shares deep Southern traditions but has a distinct coastal influence, including Cajun, Creole, and maritime cultures. It would most certainly develop a unique state identity, emphasizing its Gulf Coast heritage. Infrastructure challenges would be a huge task. The newly formed state would need to establish its own government, law enforcement, education system, and taxation policies. Coordination of resources, especially like hurricane preparedness and emergency response, would be crucial. Now, for sure, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida would not respond well to losing their Gulf Coast regions. Losing major ports and coastal tourism would be a significant economic and strategic setback, possibly sparking political disputes. In Alabama, for instance, 70% of the state's entire operating budget is supplied by just Mobile and Baldwin counties. The other 30% is divided among the remaining 65 counties. So you can see why the folks there might want to get the heck out of Dodge. So what's a good name for the fictional new state? Gulfland? Costalia? You know, this area had a name before Europeans arrived. The natives called it Ameshiel. What would you name it?